Welcome back to TMZ Live. There is so much pain and tragedy in Afghanistan with everything we've left behind. There are people there in grave peril, adults and children. And speaking of children, Lanny Cordola is a musician who has played with Guns N' Roses, the Beach Boys. He is an accomplished, incredible musician. He has also done God's work, and for years has been working in an organization that he founded called Miraculous Love Kids, which helps kids in poverty and war zones all over the world. And obviously, all eyes now on Afghanistan. He has some students in Afghanistan that he has taught music to, and this has been with the help of other musicians like Sammy Hagar and others, and it's really a remarkable program. Well, everything's changed now. Music is not really legal now in Afghanistan, and these girls may be in peril. They are hiding, and
they've had instruments that they've had to hide, and their families are afraid for their lives.
Yeah, and Lanny is trying to get them out. And he is joining us right now. Lanny is in Pakistan, near the border, and he is joining us right now. Lanny, welcome to TMZ Live.
Thank you, Harvey. Thank you, Brad. Really appreciate you having me on.
Well, we're honored to have you on. So why don't you tell us what the circumstances are, how difficult it is to accomplish the mission that you've embarked on?
Well, we always hear this term fluid, but it truly applies to the situation. It's like I've been dealing with some incredible humanitarian organizations that are trying to get out, some of the most vulnerable Afghans, which obviously includes, our girls and a whole host of other Afghans. And so we're working on trying to have some different plans to get them out and have their new life start.
So how much peril are they in? My understanding, Lanny, is that they're hiding right now. Since the guitars are hidden as well, are they in immediate peril?
Well, they're, like I said, thankfully they're listening to me, so they're staying with their families. They're having a hard time adjusting to, going out with their fathers in burqas because they didn't grow up with that. But I said,
Right.
Look, the burqa is going to save you now. The burqa is your friend right now until we get you out. So number one, that they're with their families. We're working with several different organizations, several different options to get them out. And then our particular place, by design, I always wanted to keep it low key. There's an institution there that has just been ransacked by the Taliban, and those girls are really in bad shape, So our place so far, whatever happens, happens. Several months ago, Kiefer Sutherland kindly sent us 15 guitars from Taylor, and I told the girls to break them. And they basically said, well, no, Mr. Kiefer gave us these. And I said, Mr. Kiefer's got 30 more for you when you get out of here. So, please, it's okay. You have the permission to be Pete Townsend. You have the permission to be Kurt Cobain. And they're like, well, we just can't do it. And if we did, where are we gonna put them? So I think they actually made the right decision, because as long as they're not in the place and all the documents, we've destroyed. They're holding up as well as I think they could possibly at this point. And there's some promising things coming up that I really obviously can't get into because of the delicate nature of it. But I'm extremely hopeful.
Lanny, I know Tom Morello was one of the musicians who's kind of stepped up and said, hey, Lanny and his team need a lot of help. How has the music community kind of rallied around you guys?
Yeah, we did this version of Sweet Dreams, and I was fortunate enough to get a hold of Tom, who was just so on board. So this video you're watching, this is one of our girls. This is her first time, really playing guitar, and she shares a guitar solo with Tom Morello. Now, come on, your first song's with Brian Wilson.
No kidding.
Your first guitar solos with Tom Morello. Then the third song we did was with Sammy Hagar, Chad Kruger, doing Fly Like an Eagle.
I'm so just blown away by what you're doing. That, there are a lot of people who are charitable, a lot of people who are trying to pitch in various ways. You're in Pakistan. You are in a mission to get these kids out, and you have made this kind of a centerpiece of your life. What inspired you? What inspired you to do this?
Well, being from LA and in the music world for so long, it didn't feel right to me anymore. And I always felt that I was supposed to do something besides pursue rock stardom. So I experienced it. It had its time. But if you want to mature as a human being and grow spiritually and all this kind of stuff, you've got to get out of your comfort zone. And then, these incredible people, like Brian Wilson and Tom Morello come to, be sort of guitar angels, music angels, to help us give them a voice through the music, because every day 25,000 children just like our girls die because of poverty and war. And so I want to also do my part to help awaken the music community, the entertainment community. And I thank both of you so much on behalf of the children, Miraculous Love Kids, for being concerned, being compassionate, and hear me speak about them.
Well, you're amazing. You are
Really
incredible. You are just an incredible person. Lenny, the best of luck to you. Godspeed. We hope that you succeed in this mission, because it's clearly not only important, but maybe life or death. So just the best to you, Lenny.
Well, thank you. And if I can just leave you this real quick. We just did a song, which is our theme song by Tom Petty, called I Won't Back Down. And the great Blake Shelton has sung it with the girls. So as soon as we get them out, that's going to be our next release. And so thank you, guys.